Hello and welcome again in this new tutorial. Okay, so today I'll talk about Python schedule library. I have come across this library when I was working on my latest project. I'll try to add screenshot here. As you can see, this project it's required the user to select the period or the interval where the software will update or report to the user some certain information. Okay, then once the user selected the period, let's say every 5 seconds or let's say every 10 minutes, then it will check something and keep reporting the user every 10 minutes, check the condition or the URL and send feedback or update to the user or notification. Okay, so while I'm developing this piece of software, I come across this schedule where I saw is really strong library, and there's a potential of use it to develop a very good and strong software. Okay, so first of all, we go to the terminal. Let's install the library. So from here, I already installed, but for you guys, you might install again. So we need to use pip install schedule. Hit enter. It shouldn't take a long time. If you see, I already installed it. There we go. I say that I'm already satisfied, so you just need to use this instruction to install the package. Okay, so after we install it, then we can start to develop our code. Okay, so after we done installation of the package or the library, now we can start to do the coding. You see, guys, is very fast and easy to be used. Okay, it's really impressive how easy and strong it is. So first of all, we need to import the schedule. Okay, and then for me, I get used to print that we are done at the end, just to make sure that my code is everything okay with it. So here, just small testing that make sure that the library or the package is being installed correctly. So if we see that done without any errors, should be okay. Everything fine. Yep, correct. So this one's being installed correctly. Okay, so first of all, since we have a schedule that we have something or some task or function, let's say here is the function or task that need to repeat it, is this correct? Over the time. Okay, so I have a function or task or whatever, or job. They call it job in the schedule. So here we define our function. Define again in this software I'm developing is to check and report a URL. Okay, so in this job or in this function, first thing I will try to access the URL, then I will do what? Start to parse it. Parse the data from the URL, then report to the user. Okay, so access the URL, let's just print. And for sure, this one needs to be replaced with the proper code to access your URL, but here just for the sake of demonstrating the schedule, so we just use print. Print accessing the plus URL. Parse the data. Print data parsing. Then at the end we will print print what? Print report the data. Okay, so this is our job or our function. So next, so now let's say the user want to repeat this job every few seconds or every few minutes, whatever value or mode he or she choose from the GUI. So to do so, we just need to call the scheduler dot every. This every here we put the frequency, how frequent you want to do or how long. So not the frequency, the period. Okay, how long you want, like after 5 or 10. Then later we see, let's say after, let's say we need it to be, let's say 3 dot seconds. Okay, so here is the duration or the period, let's say after X of seconds or X of days or months or etc. Okay, so seconds dot do. Now we need to do what? We do our function or our job or our task, the one we want to do. Here they call it the job function, whatever. Okay, so we need to execute the check and report. Okay, but be careful here, guys. Usually if you want to call the function, we will put the URL here, or what we call the argument here. Let's say www.url.com. I want to access this, but this is not the way. This is not the way to pass the argument to the check and report function or method or the what they call the function. Okay, so if you see here, if you continue, let's continue first, then we see what's the issue. So here for sure, since we already construct the schedule that we need to be run every 3 seconds. So here we need to have a while true loop that keep calling or keep the schedule by itself awake in the background, so it can be run every 5 seconds. So schedule dot run pending, yep, this one. And also we need to we need to import the time, also important, as we need to add some sleeping time for the CPU so it can do something else. Not so the schedule one consume all the time of the processor. We need some sleeping time, let's say 1 second. That should be okay. So now you see, if we start to execute it now, you see we got the error regarding the argument. The first argument must be callable. So this is not the way we send the argument to the function. Instead, which looks weird to me, Control X, we need to put it like this. So this is the function that we want to call it every, what is it? This is a function we'll call it every, say, 3 seconds, and this is the argument, which is the URL. Looks weird, but this is how it works. So now if I run it, we still got an issue. Why? Is it because of the space? Should be okay. Missing one, require positional argument URL. Yeah. Oh, sorry. This is the one. We don't need to add the brackets over there. So now should be everything okay. The code is happy. Now should be run every 5, so 5 or 3 seconds, you see. But now we cannot see the timing exactly when it's run. Let's stop this thing. We need to import another module just to display our current time so we can have comparison to see what's going on. Date and time, yes. So then we can print maybe here, print date time dot date time dot now, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, let's test this again. So now we should see the data times be printed with our function. So you can see, yep, here it is. So now 45 and 20 second, 23 second, here we go, 26, should be 29 soon, and here we go. So every 3 seconds is being executed of this function or method that we want to be repeated. So for sure, before that, we can add or call another, sorry, not like that, add a user input to ask for user preferred duration. Okay, so when the user input, for example, I want to be like 5 seconds, then this 5 seconds will come to here. Then, for example, will be x equal to user input. Then from on this x, we will replace it with this, something like this. Okay, well, for the time being, we don't have such thing. We just fix it. I mean, we will hard code the duration. Then later, guys, we can link it with another data, but this is how it works. And later is up to your imagination how you can use it and utilize it in your code. Okay, that's all. That's all the code required to run this what they call package or library. We just need a maximum of exactly 2 lines in our code, in addition for sure to the main function that we already have, and we need to execute it repeatedly. So we need to add only these 2. But it's not only limited to a seconds, but we can change it to, let's say, let me copy and paste this. For example, you don't want every seconds, but we want to be every minutes. Okay, so you can run it every minutes now, or you can run it second hours. Okay, every 3 hours this code will be executed, or every day. Schedule dot every, let's say, 10 days. Do this one. Where is it? Yeah. Now it will be executed every 10 days or every week. Sorry, let's control this one. Copy, weeks. Okay, so if we use this one, this instruction could be run every week. Every week will be executed our check and report. Okay, and for sure we can add multiple tasks, not only one task. I say task 1, task 2, then you can add in to our schedule instances. Okay, so this is how we run it. Okay, this one I can call it is like randomly, not randomly run or undeterministic, just like every X of seconds will be run, or X of minutes, hours, days, or weeks will be run. It's not deterministic that will be run at a certain time. Because why I say so? Because, for example, this one to be check and report for my application, the user no need to be reported exactly, for example, every Monday at 3 p.m. or every this time at this date and this thing. It's just like whenever he or she start the software. After that, let's say every 5 minutes or 1 hour, whatever, it will report check and report check and. But however, if you guys or any other, I can say, piece of software that require a specific time, let's say I want to, for example, report me at every, for example, Monday at 2 p.m. Okay, this is deterministic specific time. That is need another setup. Okay, so this one we'll talk about it next. So this one I can call it is indeterministic. That it will randomly run after certain of time.